Okay, so migration phases are very important. See, people get confused with strategies and phases. See, strategies is different. Strategies is all about whether we are going to do a rehosting, whether we are going to go and do a retirement of the existing system, or re-platform it, or go and purchase something software as a service. So those are all strategies of migration. Migration strategies is different. Migration phases is different. Migration phase, it's like a complete end to end, where the architect will start with their discovery of the environment. See, not all of us will have the team who is currently supporting it will not might do the migration. They might do it, but then most of the cases we might have a cloud center of excellence team who will come and do the migration for the customer. See, as part of this, the migration phases, different organization follow different stuff, but I will come with, I mean, maybe I will explain the um, different phases that AWS follows, and then maybe I will come to the phase where you generally follow in most of the organization, right? So first phase is preparation phase, so they call it as prepare, or preparation phase, migration preparation. Then they call it as business planning phase, prepare, plan, and then they do a discovery at the portfolio level, and they do a detailed, they call it as discover phase, and then some people call it as the migration phase. This is where you migrate it, and then finally you do a validation, and you also have to have the optimization. So optimization generally involves the operational activities, or you can just say operate and optimize. And then finally you have the secure phase. Okay, secure is part of the entire set of migration phases. So secure is part of your stuff: validate, secure, and optimize. Optimize is nothing part of your, I mean, it's generally part of your operational migration stage. So here, so in general, we can just call it as discover phase, the decision making phase, and then assessment phase, migrate. Sometimes you might have to do a modernization instead of migration strategy. Finally, you have optimize. See, these are all different English words, but then they are all conveying something that you cannot just like that go and migrate it. You need to have some specific steps before you migrate. You need to take decisions before you migrate. That is when you do the evaluation, you do the planning, you need the preparation. So all these terms will be used interchangeably in different organizations, but what they are trying to kind of do here is they are doing a migration preparation, they are doing a business planning, they are doing a discovery and assessment of the environment before they could decide what kind of strategy that they can take for this particular application, whether we are planning to do a rehosting or replatforming or re-architecting, whether they have budget for that and all those things. So generally we group the systems into the migration into these phases, and we will start with the migration. See, at a high level, you can use the generic simple terms like these, or you can also go with the standard terms that AWS uses. Even in my slide deck also, I might have some inputs for you. So evaluate, plan, design, migrate, and optimize. Or else sometimes in some of their recent documents, they have simplified it just like this: prepare, plan, migrate, optimize, and operate. Operate and optimize. So this is the general easier terms that you can follow when it comes to migration. So when people ask you about migration phases, generally we don't start with the migration as a first step. Before that, we need to go and understand the different applications, what kind of, how many environment they have got, whether they have got test environment, development environment, are there any security compliance that are associated with these workloads. So we need to understand those things, then only you can go and form a portfolio discovery. I mean, after the portfolio discovery is done, you can do a wave planning, which, whether we need to start with a pilot or POC, then which are the systems we need to migrate, whether we need to migrate the test systems or the development system first. So those decision making will be done under the preparation and planning phase. Then only we go to the actual migration. Now coming to the documentation or the different templates that we do. See, generally whenever we go and do a cloud migration, we generally have a kickoff presentation. Okay, so I will just help you.